Shalom, shalom, everybody, man. Welcome back to Reading with Shiloh. What's up? What's up? Welcome back. It's your boy. It's Shiloh, not your boy. It's Shiloh. I want y'all calling me no boy, because I ain't no boy. That's for damn sure. Welcome, it's Shiloh. We here with the next edition, the next chapter of Miss Shahrazad Ali's The Black Man's Guide to Understanding the Black Woman. And we are on chapter 11. Chapter 11, how she dresses. How she dresses. You know, I was going to wait till tomorrow, but I'm like, man, let's get this one in because I want to read this one about how she dresses. I could already imagine because I definitely have my own thoughts. I definitely have my own thoughts on a lot of the stuff that, you know, I've read, my own opinions. They line up with some of the stuff. They line up with a lot of the stuff she's saying, a lot of it. But, you know, hey, as they say in the world, to each his own. Even though I don't believe that. I don't believe to each his own. There are consequences for your actions. And it could be a good one or a bad one. You're gonna get paid for you're gonna get paid for what you do, whether it be good or bad. You're gonna reap the benefit, reap the reward. Right now, the paycheck looking like it's terrible. Hey, the shit we getting paid for. Oh man, for the stuff we doing is terrible. But you know, hey, we got to do better, and we can do better. You know, and sometimes it starts with the little things like reading, reading, opening your mind, maybe grasping new ideas, new thoughts that you might not have thought of before. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Sometimes it's a little bit harder than others, you know, but you got to get in there and push. And that's what I'm doing. So we're going to push through chapter 11. Chapter 11, how she dresses. And we're going to take a dive. We're going to dive right off the big board and do a double somersault and a gainer into Miss Ali's book, The Black Man's Guide to Understanding the Black Woman. A lot of the things that I've read so far, I bet a lot of men have said. A lot of men have said these things, but they get called crazy for saying it. I know I have. I know I've said a lot of this stuff, and I get called crazy. You need to keep that old time stuff where it's at. Well, I'm gonna be old time, hey, like an 88 box Chevy. I'm old school, baby. You know, they say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And, you know, the family structure was good before. Man, woman, child. I think that's a good family structure. I think that's a good order. Ain't nothing wrong with that. It don't need to be fixed, rearranged, or changed. But let's see how she dresses in chapter 11. Chapter 11. The one area of life where the Black woman acknowledges her complete unity of idea with other Black women is in the category of clothing. Fashion designers like Louis Vuitton, Liz Claiborne, Gucci, Calvin Klein, Polo, Laurent and Lauren have proven they can impress Black women to agree that clothes indeed make the woman. The Black woman will pay any price to own and wear the latest styles. The more expensive the garment or accessory, the more Black women will purchase it. Clothing becomes a status symbol and states she can afford the latest trendy fashion. The fact that someone else is setting her style of dress does not matter to the Black woman. Setting her style of dress does not matter to the Black woman. The fact that someone else is setting her style of dress does not matter to the Black woman. She eagerly awaits the latest styles to be unveiled so she can commence to plan how she will acquire it. That made me think about the last chapter. She will commence to plan how she will acquire it. But she can't commence to plan on what she gonna cook for dinner, how she gonna keep the house clean, or raise the children, or love her husband. There's no plan of action there. She eagerly awaits the latest styles to be unveiled so she can commence to plan how she will acquire it. She wants everyone to know she is up to date fashion wise and can afford to keep up. The black woman will borrow clothes from her friends to go out on a special date with the black man to demonstrate her multifaceted wardrobe and prove she can dress richly. She will run up charge accounts, borrow from the rent, and make any sacrifice she deemed necessary to obtain a certain outfit she believes she absolutely must own. When the style changes, she changes too. Her self esteem is bolstered when strangers compliment her on her outfit and tell her how fine she looks. She may take literal hours to dress to perfect her special look. She will stand poised in doorways, on street corners, in the line at the bank, at the bus stop, on the elevator, on the mall, or in the mall, hoping that a man or anyone else will notice how finely dressed she is. Hmm. Hmm. Maintaining her wardrobe is at the top of her list of priorities. She must have clothing, a few drop dead pieces, then food and shelter. Yeah, because that can get you the food and shelter. Oh man, a few drop dead pieces and then food and shelter. Maintaining her wardrobe is at the top of her list of priorities. She must have clothing, a few drop dead pieces, then food and shelter. She may even brag to her friends about how much she paid for a certain garment. She knows little about the markup on designer clothes and cares less that it is sometimes 500 to 5,000%. It rarely occurs to her to design and make her own clothes. It rarely occurs to her to design and make her own clothes. She considers making her own clothes as tacky, and any other woman who shows she is attempting to make her own clothes is laughed at and made to feel out of step with the times. However, since the clothes are so important to her, she should make an effort to make some of her garments herself. Purchasing fine garments made by white designers is another major way that huge amounts of money leaves the black communities. Since poor blacks are more concerned with stylish clothes than poor whites, it would be wise for the blacks to establish their own clothing factories and buy from each other. Some black women adorn the tightest clothing they can find. Black women think that skin tight clothes will get them the most attention from men. Tight clothes are restricting, uncomfortable, and bind. But it does not matter to the black woman how much she has to endure. Any amount of pain is worth suffering if it succeeds to attracting the attention of the right man. Or many men. Some wear low cut dresses to show off their breasts, or wear no bra at all to show their breasts and the imprint of their nipples. All of this is designed to appear sexy. She may wear an extra short micro mini skirt and sit with the wide legged way to entice any man who are looking on. She wears see through clothing, thin dresses without a slip. Shit. I wonder how many women know what a slip is today. I remember my mama, go get my slip. You see my slip? I guess that's an older woman thing. She wears see-through clothing, thin dresses without a slip, or any other kind of alluring outfit because she is trying to show her body form in a sexy way, to show men what she has. Sadly, the black woman is convinced that the only quality she has to offer is her body and feminine wiles. She places her sexual value above all others. She believes that physical attraction is the only thing she has going for her as a female. If a man whistles or makes lewd remarks at her, she acts like she is appalled, yet she dresses in such a way as to demand attention and some kind of reaction from men. While she claims she does not want to be desired just for her body, she does everything she can to keep it in the forefront. She considers the black man as an animal that reacts the most strongly to sexual suggestion. She thinks that he is base, raunchy, and easily managed with sex. She does not think that the black man has enough sense to seek out self respect, self discipline, enough cheerfulness, courteousness, cleanliness, and intelligence in her. But when she presents herself as a sex object, she can only be seen in that light. That's for damn sure. But when she presents herself as a sex object, she can only be seen in that light and treated accordingly. Sex represents affection to her. It is practically all she knows about loving. When she attracts the wrong kind of fish, she doesn't realize it's because she is using the wrong kind of bait. It is extremely difficult to convince a black woman to alter or adjust her revealing style of dress. She thinks that the black man tells her to dress more civilized because he does not want anyone else to look at her or want her. She rationalizes that if she wants to keep her man on his toes, she must constantly prove to him that she is in demand by other men. This is so he will know that he has a real prize in her. By the black woman reducing her standards to the concentration of ways to attract the black man through sexual innuendos in her style of dressing, he has succumbed to the promises of that idea and does indeed appear to be impressed with half dressed black women. He has given up the idea of meeting an attractive, competent woman who knows how to be a woman to a man. The black woman's style of dress can set the tone of the initial approach of the black man. Often she will sit or stand in a provocative way so as to entice the black man to sneak a peek, what's up, or try to look under her dress, or through her dress, or down her bosom, or up her behind. She may bend over of stoop in in such a way as to provide a clear shot of her buttocks or frontal pelvic area. The man may think that he is indeed sneaking a peek at her and that she is unaware, but the black woman, in her plotting to entice the black man through explicitly explicitly knows full well what parts of her body can be seen from every angle. That's why they stay in the mirror. She check she checks this out in her full-length mirror before she leaves home. Don't tear my pages. Do not tear my pages. She knows how she sits and how she stands. Black women try out every pose imaginable to find out which one shows the greatest portion of the area they are trying to tease with. She is never unaware of the effect her style of dress has on the black man. She will also wear clothing that shows the imprint of her underwear. She may wear brightly colored print panties so they will show vividly through her slacks or dress. This, of course, is done to draw attention to her figure. While doing all this, she pretends that she is unaware of what is happening. So as she oozes around the room, tossing her head and batting her eyes at the men in the closest proximity, she enjoys the thrill of playing a high-tech game of Ain't I a Lot of Woman? She may float about, swishing her hips from one end of the room to the other, challenging all the men to present to vie for her attention, to see who can qualify to take her home. She will buy hot clothes or shoplift in order to have a particular item she likes. Sometimes she goes out on a date dressed to kill to impress the man with her prosperity. Hey. Boom. Boom. I see you, my boy. She will buy hot clothes or shoplift in order to have a particular item she likes. Sometimes she goes out on a date dressed to kill to impress a man with her prosperity. She may drop hints about how much her outfit costs, and she may seduce a man to get him to buy her clothes or jewelry. After she gets what she wants, she may drop the man, or she may spend a lot of time discussing clothes. The so-called corporate image does not leave a lot of room for sexy dressing, but other Black women who do not work in that type of environment have a lot of freedom about their kind of dress. Whatever part of the Black woman's body she considers her best asset is the part she highlights. If she has big legs, she wears short dresses. If she has full breasts, she downs low-cut tight tops. If she has a small waist, she cinches it even more. And if she has a well-rounded behind, she accentuates it the best she can. The Black man needs to know that the way she dresses is no accident, and all of her nakedness is a statement about her self-confidence and self-esteem. The more naked she is in public, the less confidence and self-esteem she has. It is possible to look at the Black woman and detect the kind of desperation she is experiencing by the way she dresses. A qualified Black woman does not have to show her body to attract a man. She does not have to go naked to be discovered and noticed. She has other visible traits and attributes that make her appealing. She relies on her uniqueness of personality and presence, her intelligence and courteousness, her softness and friendliness. She does not wear see-through clothing to demonstrate her worth. This is not to say that Black women should not have feminine, sexy clothing, but she should wear them only in private, in the presence of her own man, to please him, and not expose her body daily to the unbridled glances of the general public. The Black man has a trying time trying to get the Black woman to cover her body in public because she thinks that covering her body makes her look and feel like an old lady and reduces her chances of attracting a man. She equates youth with tight and revealing clothing. She may set a bad example for her own daughter by dressing them in mature, too-grown outfits because she thinks it's cute. She raises her daughter to think that it's okay to wear halter tops, short shorts, tops with the back out, skirts that skirts showing, etc. Man, I told my daughter she was dressing like a hoe. That's some hoe attire. Hoe. That's some hoe clothes. I remember when you could tell the difference, man. You used to be able to tell the difference between a good wholesome girl and a hoe or a streetwalker, a lady of the night. She doesn't realize that this gets the young girls into the habit of showing their bodies in public, basking in the special attention they get and providing them with the opportunity to study the effect of their nakedness on the opposite sex. This also sometimes gets them the unwanted attention of pedophiles and other perverts waiting to prey on young girls. The Black woman should dress her small daughters in more civil fashion, and they will grow up to be more modest. The Black woman should dress her small daughters in more civil fashion, and they will grow up to be more modest. If the Black man wants to have daughters who reach teenagehood under control with high standards of intelligence and modesty, he must take an active part in the kind of clothes that she wears as a small child. He should give the black woman directions regarding the types of clothing she allows the black girl child to wear. If she gets used to being naked as a little girl, she will grow up with that idea and pursue it into adulthood. The man must monitor the wardrobe of all the females in his house. He could use his own instincts to determine what is proper and what is not. The black mother who upholds her daughters in going nude in the public in the name of being in style is not a good mother and is not setting a good example. There was a time when only prostitutes dressed in certain kinds of clothes, and their style of dress bespoke their profession. But today, so many black women dress like prostitutes, it is practically impossible to detect who is who. The black woman's boldness in strolling naked among the public bespeaks of how low of her low morals, indecent ideas, and hatred and low value for herself. The black woman's facial cosmetic makeup is another area she needs correction. She spends a lot of money on face powder, foundation, lipstick, blush, eyeshadow, eyebrow pencils, and eyeliner so she can make up her face. She is not satisfied with the one she has naturally. Some black women will not stick their head out of the door unless their faces are made up. The fact that the black man does not like her in all this war paint does not matter to her. She thinks it makes her look better. If the man advises her to take off a little of it or to wash her face completely, she laments. He just wants me to look bad so nobody else will want me. And the fact that she thinks her natural face looks bad, that says a lot. Because she is so insecure about her position in his life, she believes to her heart that he is only interested in her because she is so fine. He has a fine shape and dresses sharp. It is difficult for the black man to convince her that all these greasy layers of artificial color make her look like Ronald McDonald or some other clown. She fixes her face as if she is going on stage every day. If the weather is extremely hot, she still tries to wear makeup that melts from the heat and gets smeared on her collar, clothes, or sometimes on the sleeve or shoulders of her man. Give me a second, right quick. Let me go get me something. Excuse me. Yeah, my bad. I apologize. My bad. Lemonade. Like me some lemonade, boy. Mm-mm. She also may make up the rest of her body too. She may wear a padded bra, artificial eyelashes, fake nails, a long flowing hair weave, spike heels to appear taller in a girdle or waist cincher. If and when she takes off all these extra parts, she looks like a completely different person. She adds all of these attachments because she thinks they make her look good and special. These various appliances, these various appliances. Go ahead, Miss Ali. She adds all of these attachments. Oh man, attachments. has all of these attachments because she thinks it makes her look good and special. These various appliances are expensive to maintain and often uncomfortable and tedious to apply. But she wears them all because she thinks it will make her more appealing to catch a man. Few black women look good with big blood red lipstick on, or big round patches of rouge on their cheeks, or a double coat of liquid makeup that is totally a different color from her neck and ears. All of her rainbow colored eyeshadow makes her look like a technicolor monster. But through some stretch of her imagination, she thinks it looks good. More amazing is that she thinks that makeup makes her look natural. She is unwilling to accept herself as God designed her. She is unwilling to accept herself as God designed her. The fancier the outfit or the occasion, the more makeup she adorns. She is seeking a flawless complexion, perfectly formed body, a crowning glory of hair, and the stylishness of a fashion model. She is once again seeking the wrong things in the wrong places. Her makeup is like a shield, a barrier that she hides behind, and one that keeps a wall between her real self and the black man. Show me you. Let me see you. That's what I say. Let me see you. Who is you? Who is you? Now, what's that? There's a movie. Something in a thousand. Something in a thousand faces. The man with a thousand faces. The man with a thousand faces.
Here's some information about Man of a Thousand Faces. Lon Chaney is a charismatic young man breaking into vaudeville as a juggler and mime.
I have to find it later. There's another movie. There's a movie. Yeah, but they got so many faces, man. A face for each occasion. Mm. Black women who wear pants or slacks a lot have a tendency to take on masculine mannerisms. Black women who wear pants or slacks a lot have a tendency to take on masculine mannerisms. They may stand differently, cross their legs, and walk more like a man. The same observations are noted when black women wear men-type coats, hats, shoes, and jackets. Wear your own stuff. That's what God said. Wear your own stuff. While slacks are admittedly comfortable in summer and perhaps warmer in the winter, they do pose a problem for selected black women who cannot handle wearing men fashion clothing. Certain garments are identifiable with certain ideas and genders. Masculine type hairstyles have the same effect. The workplace can also pose clothing problems for the black woman. Positions like police, electricians, plumbers, mechanics, truck drivers, and so forth all require that the worker function in a more masculine stance. These jobs are traditionally held by men, and in order to conform to the duties and qualify to do the work to work a certain attitude, uniform, weapon, weight, or appearance is required. A change in femininity can be noticed just as when a man takes a job, more prevalent to women than men. It is nearly impossible for the black woman to work daily in an above-cited position and wear those uniforms and not take on more masculine type behavior. A change in language, including cursing, is included. The black man must monitor the vocational and occupational interests of the black woman so she does not get herself into a work situation that she cannot handle and one that will cause her personality conflict at home when she starts to imagine she can compete with her man. Personalities are changed by adopting new ideas that grow and take precedence over the previous ideas. The black man should visit the black woman's job periodically to see what the atmosphere is like and to see how she behaves and how her co-workers relate to her. Come a little lower. Kill you, bitch. I'm gonna kill you. The black man should visit the black woman's job periodically. What up? Oh, I can see it now. What up? Scramble it. The black man should visit the black woman's job periodically to see what the atmosphere is like and to see how she behaves and how her coworkers relate to her. If he determines that the job is the problem he is dealing with at home, he should take her out of there. She must have appropriate work to suit her home life, which is more important. Some black women have it in their mind that their buttocks, hips, butt behind, is the focal point of their attractiveness. She dresses to accentuate the cheeks of her hind parts. Ooh, the cheeks of her hind parts. And they are exposed to what she believes to be their best advantage to afford the best view. That's why they always look at their ass in the mirror when they're buying pants and stuff. Thus, the black man can walk down any street in America and see all shapes of black women stuffed into tight jeans, tight skirts and dresses, splits up the back, splits up the front and the side. She wears all of this to show her rear end. At an early age, she learns to shake her behind, make it wiggle or roll very, very unobtrusively, barely noticeable to everyone other than the man she has it aimed at. She learns to walk in such a way as to make her behind shake or to twist, and in such a way as to get attention. She is flattered when a man whistles at her or yells out remarks referring to her hips, their size or shape. If the black woman is immodestly dressed when the black man meets her, but he sees some potential in her to be his woman, he should make it plain up front that he is not impressed with her lewd style of dress and would prefer her to tone it down a bit and put on some regular clothes. He should tell her as soon as possible, not 5 or 10 dates later when she has already decided that she is impressing him with her scantily clad body. He can tell her to go home and put some clothes on. This will blow her mind because she is not used to the black man informing her that he is conscious of her other values other than the reaction she causes below his belt. If she wants him, she will conform. Married black women and those with children should not appear in public with shorts, miniskirts, or revealing clothes. It is a disrespect to herself, to her man, and to black motherhood. These types of garments should be reserved for the home, in the house, if they must be worn at all. She should also refrain from dressing this way in front of her man's male company or friends. The black man must assist in this. It is another way to clean up the black woman and prevent her from joining the Western civilization styles. The black woman who dresses in revealing clothes puts the black man's life on the line every time she goes out with him. The black woman who dresses in revealing clothes puts the black woman who dresses in revealing clothes puts the black man's life on the line every time she goes out with him. Because if another black man or white man makes improper advances or makes disrespectful comments to her, the black man is bound by the code of manhood to defend her honor, even if she dishonors herself. If he is out with her, he is responsible for her. If he is out with her, he is responsible for her. A properly dressed black woman is a protection to her man and family. She must be inspected. Line up. Oh, yeah. They don't want that. Line them up for inspection like when I was in the army. Yeah, line them up. Let me see what you got on. Lip, face. About face. 2 step forward. Did you on your church this morning? No, you didn't have it? Oh, get up in there. Take a white glove and rub it across her face.
Hey, Daddy. Hey, Daddy.
What up?
What you doing here?
I'm laughing at Miss Shahrazad Ali talking about these women in this makeup.
So how we made the guts?
Huh?
How we made the guts?
Well, hey, you worried about the wrong thing right now. I don't have a problem with you asking how we make them, but man, it's 7 to 8 steps.
And so how we got the guts?
Yeah, okay, that's one of the steps. We got to draw them out first. But look, Daddy's almost done. I'm right here. I got to go here. All right? What you gonna do? 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 All right, come on, let Daddy read. She must be inspected. What you want? Okay, hold on.
Chocolate milk.
Yes, you can get some chocolate milk, but you have to wait.
You have to wait.
Yes, sir. You have to wait till I'm finished reading, all right?
Finish
Yes, sir. Once I'm done reading, that's fine. Hey, it's almost time for y'all to go to bed. Matter of fact, it is y'all bedtime.
No.
Hey, it's y'all bedtime right now. Y'all better go finish doing what y'all doing because I'm almost done with this book. I'm almost done with this chapter. Once I'm done with this chapter,
And so
that's
how
it.
we paint this crocodile?
We'll have to paint it after I finish carving it.
Ah.
All right. You standing here or you going with your brother? Can I get a hug? Huh? Can I get a hug? Thank you. Thank you, son. Bye. Bye. Since you don't want to read with Daddy. She must be inspected. The man should be firm but gentle in enforcing these rules of dress. Firm but by not wavering on his requirements and gentle in his insistence she comply with his wishes. If she wants to be his woman, she will come at him in different ways to test his sincerity and seriousness. He must maintain consistency. He must, hear that, fellas? He must maintain consistency. Don't let up. Give the water no passage. He must maintain consistency so she can depend on him. He may make a few mistakes in moving into his new role as controller. Controller. He may make a few mistakes in moving into his new role as controller. So will she. She must know that the black man has certain requirements and standards she must live up to if she wants him to be her man and wants to be accepted by him. Rarely is there a civilized, refined black man who disagrees with a black woman who covers her body. The black woman currently has thrown her intelligence in the garbage. Excuse me. The black woman currently has thrown her intelligence in the garbage can, and their classless behavior and style of dress contributes to the low ideals of the black man. He has nothing to strive for and no visible rules of protocol he must adhere to in her presence. If every time the black man looks at a black woman, the only reaction he has is the one of lustful desire, he grows to agree that sex is her total worth. Her alluring style of dress leaves little space for other considerations of her value. She is to blame for this and has certain outfits she refers to as her catch-em clothes. These are outfits specifically matched to cause a desirous reaction from men. Black women who use their clothes as tools to attract attention from black men often wind up actually attracting a man they are interested in. They report to their friends the next day that they caught, which means they landed a man's interest in them. Fishermen say that the kind of fish you catch depends on the kind of bait you use. If the bait is tainted, the fish attracted are unpalatable or poisonous. None of this is to say that the black woman should not enjoy her wardrobe or respectable, stylish clothes, but the clothes should not be worn to seduce or to prove the value and worth of the wearer. A well-dressed and accessorized black woman is a very beautiful, admirable sight. Oh, yes. The garment should be attractive, feminine, durable, and above all, useful. Wearing high-heel shoes that cause excruciating pain, corns on her toes, or swollen ankles are not considered useful shoes, especially since they are just worn to match a certain outfit. Low-cut blouses and sweaters designed to show cleavage, especially in winter, are not useful. Tops that keep coming up apart or skirts that keep riding up or splits that won't stay closed are not useful clothes. When the black man sees the black woman wearing an outfit she is visibly uncomfortable in, he should request that she change into something more comfortable and more suitable for a respectful woman. If she is dealing in a circle where fine clothes are the prerequisite for acceptance, she should be encouraged to get out of it. That was chapter 11, her dress. Let me make sure I said that right. Chapter 11, how she dresses. How she dresses. Yeah. I'll read chapter 12 tomorrow. Chapter 12 will be next, her religion. Ooh-wee. Let me see. Yeah, I'll come back and read 12. I might do 12 and 13 tomorrow. We might do 2 a days. 2 a days. Yeah, I'll try to do 12 and 13 tomorrow. Well, that was how she dresses. That was chapter 11 of The Black Man's Guide to Understanding the Black Woman by Dr. Shahrazad Ali. Definitely some good stuff in there. Chapter 12 would be her religion. That's going to be a good one, too. I think that's going to be a good one, too. So, and there's a lot to be said on how she dresses. What she wears and all this. There's a lot to be said about that. But I like what Miss Shahrazad Ali said about it. I think it was to the point. Definitely to the point. But hey, we'll keep going. We'll keep going. We'll keep seeing what we can learn and grow from. And until next time, we're reading with Shiloh, man. You know, I hope that y'all go back and listen to it, get something from it. Maybe y'all could pull something I didn't pull and share it with me. Share your thoughts with me in the comments. You know, share it with your people. Let's you know, maybe they haven't heard of Miss Shahrazad Ali. You know, make sure they hear about her. You know, maybe they didn't know about her books. You know, tell them about it. And if they too lazy to read like I was, hey, they could click on the page, click on the channel and listen to me read. Listen to me read, and we'll keep reading. We'll try to keep expanding our minds. You know, I know to the making of many books, there is no end. Well, we're going to read some of them. I'm not going to read all. We're going to read some of them. There's still truth in all, you know, somewhere in there. We're trying to find it. We're trying to find it and piece the puzzle together so we can build our nation back. And these are things that we need to know so we can know where we can adjust fire and correct ourselves. Men, women, and children. But it's going to start with the men. But right now, we read about the women. But yeah, hey, till next time, man. Thank y'all for joining, reading with Shiloh. You know, Shiloh out. Shalom, everybody. I hope y'all have a nice night.